Ladies and gentlemen, today's album review will be for the most recent studio album by Breaking Benjamin, Dear Agony. Breaking Benjamin are one of the worst bands of the last decade. They just fail to be engaging in every single way and are no different than numerous bands of this era and all the other ones that I've heard people at school masturbate to. There were so many songs that people were obsessed with, like So Cold, The Diary of Jane, etc. They always tried so hard to sound serious. Their lead singer/rhythm guitarist looks weird when he's singing. The other members are all forgettable looking and sounding. It's pretty much a more emo version of Nickelback. They even have a Chad in their band. He is on drum duties. None of their songs are memorable, from what I'd remembered of their past works, so I was dreading listening to this album beforehand. Lo and behold, it is one lethargic sooty mess. As in, shit. To start off, the album cover is crap. It shows a CT scan of somebody's head and includes the band's logo where the back region of the cerebrum lies. I was able to bum a copy of this album from some random person in the library at my community college back when I was doing some work and studying for finals. This album is typical watered-down rock with flowery, pop-adopted vocal harmonies with auto-tune. The first track is called Fade Away, which is among the top 5 most overused song names. Does this guy ever read books, or anything for that matter? Through the mush of whiny vocals I can hear phrases that sound like, "Where's my Aphrodite? This is music for girls." I Will Not Go is such a blandly written song with stupid frilly scene melodies and can't decide whether it wants to be emo pop or an industrial sludge metal band from the 90s. In that sense, it's incredibly annoying and difficult to listen to. The lead singer is tuneless and always fails to sound serious when it's the intention. All melodrama with no substance. Can you imagine if a band like The Cure became something like this? Crawl sounds just like that song. Same formula. Same key and chords. Same rhythms. What a waste. Give Me a Sign, one of the leading singles of this album, has mushy metalcore hooks and mushy childish harmonies. It sounds so similar to that song that was played at an assembly at my high school for this one scene girl with pink and blue and black hair who committed suicide. Perhaps, if she was listening to the right music, that wouldn't have happened. Yuck. The singer's auto-tuned vocals are ever present in the bridge of the song. Hopeless is another shitty track with no distinction from the last 4. More mediocre melodramatic lyricism and screamed vocals. Anthem of the Angels is another shitty song. A fruitless endeavor, crying to a god who doesn't exist. Unlike in the previous tracks, this track has keyboards. Keyboards? These are never to be found again on this album. What Lies Beneath just sounds so lethargic, sunny, and slow. Here are some of the lyrics. So I'll find what lies beneath your sick twisted smile. As I lie underneath your cold jaded eyes, now you turn the tide in me 'cause you're so unkind. I will always be here for the rest of my life. His soft vocals sound like he's jacking off. He copies Jonathan Davis' vocal style in the song Lights Out. In that song, they don't give enough room for instrumental breaks, which it would/where it would benefit the overall song. To summarize this album in a few sentences, it's like a typical post-grunge song from every artist of the past 10 years strung together as one track. That's really 11 underwhelming basic rock tracks. The closing track doesn't even offer anything different or a payoff from the 10 which came before it. It's just like that closing track from the Papa Roach album that I reviewed back in February. It's just a bunch of video game OST throwing material which unlawfully isolates that potential audience sector from better bands and artists which the public never hears about in their mortar and silicone inner circle of mainstream media. If the song Dead House by Catatonia was the only song put on an 11-track album, it would still be much better and worth more than this album. Before I close this review, I must ask, why is it that all the covers of their most recent singles show a picture of the band? Can't they come up with something more? It's as if they think that their fans are going to forget what they look like. Why would it even matter what they look like? In short, this album and this band is crap. They can blow me and are below me.